OTA videos. OTA videos will be happening for a little bit. We'll be mentioning the updates that come through. There was quite a bit of them over the course of the last about 12 hours, maybe 10 hours, whatever, right? And no, I think we've heard a lot. I think we're questioning how this team's doing. And man, I'm just gonna say right now, man, this team's got potential to be a really good team this year, and I think we're gonna win 9 to 11 games. There's only positive things coming out of there. I think everything you've seen, nothing to really be too concerned about. Let's just start with it. Josh Jacobs will be the starting running back for us next year. But the question is, how many snaps, how many reps does he get? How many rush attempts does he really get? Because this team isn't even talking about Sincere McCormick, which kind of scares me. But they wanted Zamir White to come out and show us something. So I think they're going to. I think this team, has great potential. If Zamir White can be, even a 500-yard back, a 600-yard back, I think you're put in a really good position for Jacobs to just go for 1,100, maybe 1,200. You want everyone to kind of step in and take a chunk off of Josh Jacobs having to do everything. I think he's worth every penny that you can pay him. That you're going to, at least. But I don't think it's going to happen for quite a bit of time. I don't think that, we don't know what Josh Jacobs will do this year. I'll tell you right now, he's not going to be a 2,000-yard scrimmage guy. He won't be. It's just not what it's not what we should expect, because then his shelf life is cut back because you don't know what he's going to be down the road. Now, like I said, you have, the Browns who have utilized, Kareem Hunt, even though he's, been very they've put him in the lineup a lot so they can give Nick Chubb rest. That's what the Seahawks are going to do. That's what the Falcons are going to do. They have 3 guys they could throw out there, and they could all put up 600, 700 yards. Bijan Robinson will not be that good as people think he is, because he's put in a very good system, yeah, but guys, it's not going to be just a one-man show like everyone thinks. So it's almost like with Josh Jacobs, running backs are harder to draft in fantasy. It's almost like tight ends don't really got too much to do. You have to rely on that defense, the quarterback, and the wide receiver to give you your points. And I think this year, with running backs, who is really going to be a one-man show? Eckler? Dalvin Cook might be in Miami. He ain't going to be a one-man show. He's going to be someone to avoid. He's going to be someone to avoid because he's not going to be that good over there in Miami. They have other weapons that are better than him, and I think if they were to get him, he would be a very mid-tier level back for fantasy-wise. But with the Raiders, fantasy-wise, do not skid away from, Devontae. I would even say Mayer, someone you target, because I think he can give you some bad points for fantasy. But for real life-wise, he's been very good in OTAs. I think Josh Jacobs is going to be a Raider for a while. Michael Myers going. Austin Hooper, the guys that we have, we have a completely new group of guys. Like, if I was to try to sit here and compare last year's roster to this year, I think we easily have maybe a top 5 offense, because I don't see 5 more offenses with a better skill position set. I think the Raiders, depth chart wise, are one of the best offenses in the league. The guys that we have on this offense, outside of Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams, and the quarterback spot that changed completely. The running back is, outside Josh Jacobs and Zamir White, you still don't have much going on there. Wide receiver-wise, outside Devontae and Renfrow, you have Myers now. You have Philip Dorsett. You have DeAndre Carter. You have even Cam Sims and Trey Tucker. They're all different guys. I'm not naming Keelan Cole because he ain't going to be on this roster. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Offensive line-wise, they kind of kept the same group, except, now you got Greg Van Roten as a backup. You have Netane Moody, who's probably going to start. And then you have Thayer Munford. You have Dalton Wagner and Curtis McClendon Curtis. Sorry. Um, I'm just going through the tight end too. You have Austin Hooper, Michael Meyer, and OJ Howard, who are all new guys. Just looking down the depth chart, I just think this isn't a rebuild anymore. This was a revamp. It wasn't a retool where you had a few guys lost. You lost everyone, and you changed out your group from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we were bottom of the line, maybe mid-tier level offense, mid-level defense, right? Now you got a new defense here. Divine Diablo. Let's move to him. I mean, my goodness. Divine Diablo probably has a chance to be a top 10 linebacker this year, right? And I know maybe that sounds crazy. I think, people are going to, lose their shit on me for this one, man. But let's just get right into this. Is he going to be, how good will he be? But let's just, I just want to put this up because I have two slides I just wanted to mention here. Sorry, 1 second. No, that's not who we want. Divine Diablo is the one I wanted. I had other banners up from previous shows, but we're not going to talk about that. Divine Diablo, I think, right? He did struggle in coverage at times. The change from safety to linebacker is a difficult one. It's not one that many people talk about, but yeah, that it's a difficult one. When I look down and I see, everything they're saying about him and how he's improved, and I believe it because he's worked with top tier linebackers this offseason, so I think he's improved. I think his tools and mechanics that he's gotten, he's fast. He's a sideline to sideline linebacker. And people really overreacted to the thought process of losing Denzel Perryman. I think people thought that was a big loss, but that was a good move for us to move on and let him go. He wasn't going to be. I think Divine Diablo has a chance to be better than him because Divine Diablo, I think, has a better chance at covering guys. Denzel Perryman wasn't, out there, trash at coverage, but he wasn't something that you're going to consider elite in both terms. You have Patrick Queen, who I would consider an elite overall linebacker because he can cover and run both at a very high level, per his grades and everything. But Divine Diablo this year wearing the green dot, love to hear that, right? He's going to be the signal caller for that linebacker. And then you have Max Crosby, who gets to now play with Tyree Wilson, with Chandler Jones, right? This linebacker crew is going to be more improved. I think Divine Diablo, if he breaks out and has a top 10 to 15 linebacker season, you have Nate Hobbs, who I think breaks out. You have Tyler Hall, who's shown up. Sam Webb, Duke Shelley, they can step up. Trevon Merrick, he's played really well in the system during the OTs. He's finally looking like he knows what he's doing. He finally looks like he's adjusted. And the second year, I told people it's going to be an improvement. This is going to be top 15 defense, top 20 defense, because I think that's what it can be. We may not have made the splash additions people are looking for, and that's fine. You don't need splash additions to be a good defense. You need guys that are going to play their roles in this level of defense where this defense is being play called. I think, his system is very close. He's got the guys that can step in and play the defense and play their roles at a high level. Trevon Merrick, Marcus Epps, you have Isaiah Plumau who can go out there and he can break out as your third safety. But you also have Chris Smith now from Georgia. He's a very smart, good. He ain't gonna get burnt like crazy out there. If we had Duron Harmon, right, and I'd still believe, right, if Duron Harmon was here, he would be here to develop and teach to Chris Smith. He would be another great piece to have in this defense. And I wish we would have. Right, because I think I think Deron Harmon is a missing piece for the sector. I mean, we have such a young and upcoming group. You have Amik Robertson still out there, but we don't know if he's going to make this. Chris Smith, Isaiah Pomao, and we still have Jane Grant out there. You have guys. Bryce Cosby has a chance to make this roster. Jacorian Bennett, Tyler Hall, Nate Hobbs are all fighting for those spots. Safety wise, with Marcus Epps and Trayvon Merrick and Isaiah Pomao and Chris Smith, Jane Grant is young. You need a veteran leader. Linebacker wise, I think having Robert Smith, Spillane with Divine Diablo, it's a pretty nice duo there. Duke Shelley and I'm just thinking, could Jacorian Bennett be a starter on the outside? Probably, but I want Hobbs to be the outside corner. I want Hobbs on the outside because that is where you take advantage the most. The guys we have on that D line, Tyree Wilson's behind some great players to develop under. I think that this team is top 20 worthy wise. It's a top 15 roster, top 16 roster in the league. Divine Diablo will break out. He will. And I see him being a top 15 linebacker this season because I think he's truly, in his second year in the system. You got to think about it. He had a good year last year. It wasn't bad at all. In any terminology, it wasn't bad. But he can make that jump and improve your defense. If he can be a coverage linebacker and a run stopper, I'm just going to say it, man. You have a good chance at competing this year. So we'll see. I'm going to talk about the schedule release that happened a few weeks ago, of course. But I'm going to talk about my schedule outlook of this team. Of course, I think you got a good chance to compete in a lot of these games. Months, anyways, with I don't think I can pull it up on my computer because I actually want a bigger. One second here. Let me pull it up. Maybe. No, you know what? We'll do it. We're not even talking about the preseason because I don't want to talk about the pre. You know what? Give me one moment, y'all. I'm gonna pull up the 2023 Raiders schedule. I think we can go through this. Sorry, y'all. I was thinking about just doing it on my phone, but I kind of want y'all to see. All right, y'all. Let me. Can I? See, I don't think we can go to this one second. I'm trying to go to the right link where it's not actually small. That's definitely way. Why is some of these so small, dude? Bro. This one's loading. Well, this doesn't help us one bit. Why are you loading so long? Oh, this isn't actually the schedule. This just tells you what your opponents are, which doesn't also help us. Um, Actually, FBS schedule works. Why would I not use that one? Except this is probably the wrong schedule, I think, now. Which is... Nope, okay. Y'all, we gonna... share my screen here. Oh. Wrong link. That's not the right one. It's not even what I pushed. It's not even what I pushed. Bro, if this... I swear. Thank you. There we go. So, oof. All right, that is the current Las Vegas rate. Bro, what the fuck out here, bro? Current schedule here wise, we got Denver week 1. I do view that as a win. I don't view Denver as a threat. Denver is not scary one bit. I don't care if you got Sean Payton. You got Russell Wilson at quarterback, bro. You got Russell Wilson. Bro, you got Russell Wilson. I would be sad if I was a Bronco fan with that guy at quarterback. Yeah, no, we gonna win that one. Week 2, we go at the Bills. Man, I'm gonna say no because I want to be a little realistic with this because I actually view the Bills as a pretty good team. You would have to face the Bills without Josh Allen to win this, right? If they don't have Josh Allen, they would not win. Just would not, right? They wouldn't win because I don't actually know who their backup is. I think it's like, oh man, I couldn't tell you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. I couldn't tell you who they're week. But yeah, week 3, Sunday Night Football at home versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we are going to win this. I think we're going to beat the Steelers, and we're going to start 2-1. Now, at the Los Angeles Chargers, week 4, I view it as a win. I think we go in. I think we beat the Chargers. I do think we're a better team. We have the better roster. I think we do. I just don't see what the Chargers have better than us. They don't have the better running back. They don't have the better wide receiver room. It's not even close. It isn't close. Keenan Allen is washed. Mike Williams is mid. And then their tight end group is trash. I don't think that they actually have a true number 1 tight end that's good. Their offensive line, it's mid-level, I think. I think we have a better offensive line than them, and I think we can beat them. We might even sweep them, to be honest, but, we'll see what happens. This is going to be a very good year for this team. So I think we start out 4-1, and then week 5 at home against the Green Bay Packers. I think we're going to win. I don't know what Jordan Love is yet. I don't think Jordan Love is going to be great this year. I think he'll be okay, but I think he has a little ways to go before he's good. And, being at home, prime time, I think we're going to win that one. We could start 4-1 this year. There's a real chance. There's a better chance that this team starts out 4-1 than 0-4, because I keep hearing people tell me that we're going to start out 0-4, and I'm not even looking at the schedule as tough, bro. It's not that tough. It's not that tough to start, bro. Get the Chargers, man. They're trash, bro. They ain't there. So I think we start out 4-1. I think we're going to beat New England week 6. We're at home. We just beat them last year. They didn't really improve this offseason, and we did. I mean, I look at this schedule, man, and I think it's, there's a chance actually when I'm looking back. Let's say we start 3-2. I'm gonna say we lose at the Chargers, but I think we're gonna win at home. So we're 3-2, we go 4-2, right? Up to this point, beating Denver, the Steelers, the Packers, and the Patriots, 4-2. And then I think we're gonna beat. Get off my screen, motherfucker. We're gonna beat the Bears. I think. I think we going 5-2. I don't think the Bears are gonna be good this year. Your top players are your top position group on your defense is your linebackers, and the rest of your defense is embarrassing. Your offense is abysmal. Justin Fields still has a very long ways to go to being a good quarterback in this league, as I don't think he's even entered being in the mid-level. I think he's still a bottom-tier quarterback in this league outside of his running ability. Your passing ability as a quarterback is more valuable to your team than a running ability. Justin Fields still has a ways to develop. He does. At Detroit, I think we're going to lose. I think they're a good team. I think they've improved a ton. I don't see us win. I mean, we can win this game very easily, I think. But I do think we're going to lose that game. I see 5-3 starting. I think Detroit can be an easy win too, but don't get me wrong. I think the way our schedule works with Denver, easily winning, Bills lost, Steelers win, Chargers lost, Packers win, Patriots win, Bears win, Lions lost, 5-3, and then you got the Giants at home. Make that a 6-3 start. I don't think the Giants are that good. Their ad on their offense was Jalen Hyatt and Darren Waller, who are both. Well, one is going to regress in a big way, and I don't think Darren Waller is actually that good. I think the problem with him would be staying on the field, and I just don't think I don't think he stays on the field long enough to make 800 yards. He's just came off 2 injury-plagued seasons, and he can be good, but you also got Daniel Jones throwing you the football, which is not good. But yeah, I think we're gonna beat the Giants. The Jets, I see us losing. I think Aaron Rodgers and them are going to be cooking by then. I think they're going to be a good team, but I don't see them winning their division. Let's not, put that out of reach. I think that they end up pretty good this year, but not good enough to be better than the Bills. And then Miami's right there. If Miami has healthy Tua, they're another contender for their division, which is tough. But yeah, I think we're going to beat the Giants, lose to the Jets. There's big chance that we could win 10 games this year, but God, what in the world? Let me put this. Sorry, y'all. So again, let's go through it. Win with the Broncos, L to the Bills, W to the Steelers. I had L to the Chargers. I'm just looking at my paper. I did this yesterday on. Packers are a win. Patriots are a win. Bears are a win, of course. Lions, loss. Giants, W, of course. And L to the Jets. So currently we are 6-4. Is there any real disagreements? Like, this team could be pretty good. Oh, someone's... Sorry, y'all. I wish I could right on this document, but so 6-4 up to this moment. I think we're going to finish out here. Okay, here we go. Tough stretcher. I think we're going to lose to the Dolphins. I think we're going to beat the Chiefs at home because I think we can. I think we can beat them at home. So we're 7-5. We got our bye week. And then I think we're going to beat the Vikings. We're going to beat the Chargers. So at this point, we're 8-5. Or, well, 9-5 when we beat the sorry bitch ass motherfucking Chargers. Because I do view us as a better team than the Chargers, but, you know. So we're 9-5 at this point. And then we're going to lose, win, and win. So we're finishing, to me, 11-6 with a good chance that we could lose or win more, maybe lose more. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but of course, we're going to me, be an 11-6 team. I think generally, the Broncos suck, and I see us beating the Broncos twice.